night.
Yeah.
Last time you guys did this was 1987. As someone that stepped into more of a defensive-minded role, what's something that you think you guys could learn from this game and take on the road trip with you?
Yeah, I think a lot. You never want to give up 145. They got hot late. I think under a minute they probably hit, 3 or 4 threes, maybe more. But we just got to be better, on the ball and rotations, and really just collectively guard as a team. When we do that, you have 80, back there making things tough in the paint. We're a good defensive team when we, are defensive minded.
Kind of following up on that, I mean, you score 150 first time since '87, a historic mark. But these kind of nights, these high scoring nights, seem to happen very frequently in the modern NBA. Just how can you, digest that in a bigger picture, and like where the league's at, and how do you celebrate that kind of moment?
Yeah, I mean, that's, to put up 150, obviously you were doing something, right on the offensive end. We shot 43 free throws, made 38 of them, which is a really good number as a team. And, I think we were just playing downhill, physical, and trying to get to the paint. And when you do that, you get easy ones at the free throw line. And then on top of that, we, shot the 3-ball well. So you enjoy it. It's not, you don't really plan on doing that every night. So obviously you got to be better defensively. But, when it does happen, and with the way they play, a win's a win.
Austin, how encouraged are you by, Spencer stepping into the starting lineup and, without D'Lo in the lineup, you guys kind of getting the chemistry going and a win and his development?
He was, spectacular tonight. He went 8 for 11 from the field, 2 or 3 for 3. On-ball defense, doing a little bit of everything. And when he's himself, he's a really, really good basketball player. And, that's what we, continue to preach him to do, is just be himself. And, it's not easy. Anytime you step in a new situation, kind of on the fly, it's tough. And, sometimes you can get lost in trying to, do the right thing too many times instead of just being yourself. Obviously, you want to do the right things and play the right way. But we know when he plays the game, he's smart and can play at the same time. So it's really just letting him be him.
Jordan?
Good question on Spencer, but also Anthony Davis, 36 points, 16 rebounds. It feels like every time in the game when he plays, bro, he's dominant. He's been dominant all season. He's been here, played almost every single game too as well. What have you seen from him this season that you really enjoyed? Because I know you always talk about him and Bron and how easy it is playing with those two.
I just enjoy being his teammate. Obviously, he makes life, so much easier for everybody on the court. But for me, I don't want to say more than anybody, but it makes my life feel much easier when he's out there on the court, just because, his dominance of the game on both ends of the floor. You can be more aggressive on ball when you're guarding the ball, knowing that he's weak side, and then offensively, with Brown and AD, those are probably top 2 guys on everybody's scouting report. So anytime you can put them in actions and make defenses kind of second guess getting back to them, because that's probably what you should do. It just makes life easy. So I don't really expect anything less. He continues to do it over and over again.
Do you feel like his IQ gets talked about enough? Because he has a very high IQ. I don't think people really talk about it enough with him when it comes to his IQ. Because
they don't.
Yeah,
I think it's IQ and feel. I think his feel for the game is close to second to none. Just knowing where rebounds are coming off. Knowing how to get into the right pocket. In pick and roll situations. And like you said, his IQ. That all kind of goes hand in hand. Just knowing the game, knowing how people are going to defend him and passing out of doubles, all that. So him doing all that's really nothing new to me.
Michael?
How's Austin. You had that big block earlier. Had some seemed like you were pretty emotional after it. You're pretty amped up. Can you just talk about that play and how'd that feel?
Yeah, I don't get many of them. So when I do, I'm happy. But I thought I had an opportunity to get a steal when Tyree swung it. Obviously, I think I kind of second guessed myself for a second and then put myself kind of behind the play. And when he drove, I forgot who it was, low side, kind of slowed him down for a second and gave me an opportunity to get back into the play and, just try to make a winning play. And it led to a LeBron layup, which is, 2 big plays and a big situation in the game. So, like I said, I don't get many of them. So when I do, I got to cherish them. But yeah, just trying to, make winning plays.
Last two, we'll go Mike Trudeau and then Cooper.
Austin, in the walk-off, Spencer was talking about how the offense has been there. So many guys can score. That if you guys lock in that defense, that's going to be the thing on this trip. How have you noticed just this kind of shift in the team where it's earlier this season, the offense was struggling a bit. You guys are running games on defense. Now it's shifted a little, kind of in the other direction. And how do you